In the previous episode I was talking about how we should change our behavior just to be able to wear safely a moonswatch. But today luckily it's not the case, we're getting back to normal looking at G-Shocks. Digital watches that were designed to be companions in our day-to-day adventures. Now that's a shift. So we'll start by talking about the GShock Cult, as we know them to be the digital companions that can be worn without worries. In fact, that was the main goal of Kikuo Ibe, the inventor of GShock, to create a trustworthy digital wristwatch that can be worn without the need to protect them, to constantly look out for them, unless they are limited editions. And across years, the reliable Casio GShock transformed from a shockproof wristwatch brand to a watch genre. G-Shocks became mutually exclusive through genre with other types like chronographs, divers, dress watches, and the list goes on. Like in the old days where people were looking for a Xerox printing center, associating the word with the copying process, where Xerox was actually a brand that was making printers. So the G-Shock genre was always a niche brand, covering as personas the adventurers, youngsters, or people that just need a decent affordable watch that shows the time. But recently something amazing happened. The G-Shock genre as we know it ended up being combined with the classic horology. Specifically when G-Shock launched in 2019 the GA-2100 series, a new design inspired from the DW5000 series but upgraded with a carbon core body combining both the analog and the digital form, having only 11.8mm in height. And the people started to associate G-Shocks with the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, sharing the iconic octagonal bezel with the Swiss luxurious brand. The watch enthusiasts ending up labeling this G-Shock as being the Casioak. And without any delay, the creative Chinese high horology factory came up with a conversion kit that basically undresses the Casioak resin case, putting instead a metallic refined case that sends the $100 Casioak towards a more luxurious appearance, offering the same integrated bracelet experience with the all-brush bezel of the Royal Oak. Nice! Apparently you can take a simple resin G-Shock to another level by spending an extra $80 on this conversion kit that makes it an Audemars Piguet. And it feels fun, I did it as well. I bought a kit, I installed it on my jellyfish Casioak, and after a few hours I changed it, putting back the resin case for two main reasons. Number one, and the most important, it is unbalanced. The metallic conversion kit feels to be too refined for the plastic dial quality provided by the initial Casioak. It simply doesn't work. The dial needed to have refined metallic elements to relate with the metallic all-brushed case, and I was looking to find an upgraded aftermarket dial with metallic or loomed indexes or at least some refined metallic hands, but without success. So I gave up on the project. And the second reason is the weight. The kit is way too heavy and too unnatural for a G-Shock. The Casio kit installed has 145 grams, where the resin Casioak has only 52 grams. So I immediately sold the conversion kit, keeping the jellyfish Casioak as it came and as it should be in my opinion, which is a practical, lightweight, adventurous, worthy wrist companion that should not hang on the wrist. Another thing to consider is that the kit itself comes on different qualities, but I guess it depends how much money you spend on it. For example, my first kit bought from AliExpress was pretty well made, with the correct brushing and all the edges polished accordingly. Where this kit feels to be made in a rush, the brushing has folds and the edges are very sharp, lacking the quality control. However, Casio did a smart move last year by transitioning the Casioak case hype, integrating the concept into their G-Shock GM-2100 series, offering what was missing from the GA series. So this one is part of their newest line. It is more expensive but proportionally better positioned in terms of value provided for the money paid. On eBay you can buy one for $180, which is the price of the GA-2100 plus a conversion kit. As a selling point, this GM-2100 offers an appealing metallic case, a better strap, and a completely refined and precious dial. I find this model as an answer, a Casio reaction to what the people actually wanted from the Casioak GA-2100 series, which was a better refined dial, a better case or a better platform for a conversion kit. Exactly what Seiko should have done with the SKX line once it started to be modified and over-modified. They should have made the premium SKX with a sapphire crystal, a ceramic insert, a 4R36 movement with hacking, and keep the diver spirit, leaving the ISO standard capabilities for it. Instead, they made the Seiko 5 and the Seiko King Turtle with premium materials. But getting back, now we literally have a strong base and a refined dial to complement it with a potential Casioak conversion kit, although I personally prefer this metallic case better than the AP conversion kit. But a new rubber strap like this orange one is welcomed, or maybe just a bracelet that continues the refined standard case of this GM-2100 series. Now, this GShock GM series comes on a dial brushed on a vertical rhythm that changes its appearance based on the light conditions. The Saber dial communicates with the brighter bezel of the case through the brushed rhythm, reading a discrete radial brush which is interrupted by the beautiful specific GShock engravings. Everything feels stealthy, with some interesting embossed and engraved areas, looking like a sci-fi arena or a detailed area from the Death Star. As secondary accent, it's interesting how the vertical lines from the indexes are combined with the minute track, which is formed from concentric circles, the same pattern being present on the weak indicator on the left hand side. And I always keep forgetting that these G-Shocks come with either backlights or super illuminators, but I still feel the need to have loomed indexes at least at the same intensity as the minute or the hour hands. Overall, with an awesome dial consisting in interesting patterns combined with embossed elements, this model is my number one in terms of G-Shock dial preferences all time. And despite the GM series metallic case, the weight is nowhere near to the Chinese Casio conversion kit, which has 145 grams, where this GM series weighs 81 grams. A thing that reflects on the wrist and the way you feel it, especially if you equip it with a good quality strap that adds, besides comfort, an awesome orange accent that makes the overall wearing experience more playful and appealing. And the size of the GM series helps as well. We have a diameter of 44mm and 49mm lug to lug with a height of 11.8mm, but in reality wears smaller than the specs are indicating. And it feels more natural personally to me. This GM-2100 is more from the other side, the classic horological side, rather than from the shockproof wristwatches side, and it feels more natural next to my watches. And I'm curious to know, what do you think about this GM-2100 series? Is this a good enough G-Shock to be enjoyed, or it needs a conversion kit to take it to another level? Please let me know in the comments section. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing for future episodes. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be brave, well, stay safe.